our own engineer Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, FNSC. Our friend, Your Excellency, the Governor of Benue State, Your Excellency Samuel Otom, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, my friend, Alhaji Lawal, members of the Executive Council of Oyo State, the Chief Judge of Oyo State, ably represented by our own wife, Mrs. Akintola, the Speaker of Oyo State, my very good son, Adibo Ogudoyin,
What's the problem? Give it to me.
the Olubadan of Ibadan land and his IQs, Kabisi, Kajipelori, Kibata Pelese, Ashe Pelenu. The Okere of Shaki land, my friend, and also my other friend, the Olubadan of Ilegban, and other traditional rulers and traditional chiefs here present. Our father, our spiritual fathers, the Chief Imam of Ibadan land, my Egma, Premier Makinde, Bishop of Ogbomoso land, and their councils here present. The members of the National Assembly that are here, I greet you. Members of the House of Assembly, I greet you. Special advisors, special assistants, I also greet you because you are not members of the Executive Council. All invitees, you are welcome. And members of the press, I also recognize you. I don't know where to start, really, because whether to say I'm happy or to say I'm really happy, I don't know which one, because I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here because I am involved in all things that are happening today. The first assignment when I got to office in 2003 was the commissioning of Aramed Hospital. I was representing the president then, General Olusegun Obasanjo. His speech was sent to me on the eve that he would not be able to come, I should represent him. So during that time that I was told that this land here was earmarked for a trailer park. I look at it to say, how can we put a trailer park very close to the hospital? So I was obliged to change the use, to say, sorry, find another place for the trailer park. You cannot put a trailer park there because there's already an hospital there. And they hope that one of these days we make the hospital functional. Anything that it will take, Mr. Governor, anything that it will take, the Ibadan people are committed to make that hospital functional, even though after the death of our brother, the owner of the place. The history of Circular Road. When I came in, I don't know whether Bale Kotodo is here. He chairs a company, Geofocus. They said we already have a program on your before you came, which was for the Circular Road. I know that the big cities in the world, you can go from Shanghai, from one end of Shanghai to the other end in less than 1 hour, just because because all these things are circulars. Paris is also, there are also some concentric circles. I said, well, that is a very good idea. Why has it not started? Why has nobody talked about it before? I said, okay, please go and prepare for me the viability of it. Because it was his idea. When he brought it, we said, we must make it work. We commissioned the design, and it took, at that time, I'm talking of 2003, 2004, we paid $500 million for the design. We paid compensation, and by 2005, all were ready to go to start in 2006. In fact, we already earmarked some money for it. I think about 4 or 5 billion was earmarked to start it. Because I said, this is a project that is going to be 110 kilometers. If it takes 10 years, 20 years, we must start. We completed the design. We acquired the necessary land, and we paid compensation. And to make it work, we even, you see the interruption we had in 2006 was what delayed the project, because we will have started it in the first quarter of 2006. And we believe that God being on our side, with all the resources that we could muster, at least we will have make an impact. The first part is to start from air, cross Ife Road, cross Iwo Road, and end at Akinyele Interchange. He said, with that one, maybe if you told it, in fact, I personally asked somebody to come and take a statistics for me. How many trailers pass through the express road pass through Ibadan every day? And at the toll gate, they told me that more than 1,000 trailers pass through Ibadan every day. I said, well, if you divide them, I ask them to pay 1,000 naira each. Because they have the advantage. Instead of spending 1, 2 hours, 3 hours passing through Ibadan, as the governor said, it will take him 20 minutes either to get to Manija or to get to Ashijire, because they had no business in Ibadan. They are just passing through. So we felt that with that toll, with the money to be collected on the toll, we will be able to continue doing the others if we manage to do the first side, which I'm sure that the governor is already doing, is already paying for it. And we did contract that stretch to 2 contractors, COPEC and CCC. And we paid 1 billion naira to each of them. At that time, I'm talking of 2007, when I came back from my 11 months leave. So we still went ahead and we did it. But you see, various people come to government for various reasons. And part of it is that they don't even want to talk to whoever has been in power before them. Because you cannot write everything in the file, however good you are. And if the person is still alive, the minimum you can do is to say, look, Egman, what was your project? What is your thinking about this thing? And then if you tell you, those things that are not in file, he will tell you. But instead of asking us what material we wanted to use, they said, no, it was going to cost about 35 billion naira, and the rest could not afford it. We are not asking them to do 110 kilometers at a time. And the money was diverted. I was told that it was money that was spent to do the Malete to Makola dualization. The second part of it was also spent to do the Makola to Agodigate dualization. So that is how that dream at that time ended. And nobody talked about it again until the next governor came, as Governor Rashidi Adewolu said, and the project was resumed and it was awarded again. But I hope that this time around, this third coming of this project, we will get it to the end of it. And by the grace of God, Governor, God will help you to get it to the end. The third project that was meant for today was a gas project. We also got involved. We designed to bring gas to Ibadan. Bringing gas to Ibadan, we said with that one, we will put in the turbine so that we could supply light, electrical light to Oyo State. We designed it without spending one kobo because I came from the oil background. All the people that are involved in gas and the petroleum were my friends. In fact, I can remember Oladele was a GED of NNPC. Even the GM of gas, Nigeria Gas Company, was from Irawo. So I called them, gave them lunch, and told them this is what we want to achieve. And they did this for us. They gave us a bankable report. We wanted to award the contract. It was just 70 billion naira at that time. $70 billion. We got the contractor who said, I cannot do it without a sovereign guarantee from the federal government. But for one reason or the other, our own president could not come up with that guarantee for your state. So you can see that when people say like minds think together, it knows what has to be done. It's not rocket science. It's just a question of sitting down to think. That means that the governors who come really to work must be dreamers. They must dream big. They should not only dream for what can be achieved during their period. They should dream big so that their states will develop. So thank you very much, Engineer Makinde, for exhuming these projects. And I'm sure that by the grace of God, the Oyo State people will enjoy all the benefits that come with it. So now let me digress a bit. governance. Governance is what we call democracy today. Democracy is beautiful, but at the same time, it's horrible. It is beautiful because everybody above 18 has right to participate in governance. Everybody has right to participate in governance above 18 because you have a right to vote. But the horrible part of it is that everybody will have his say, but the majority will have his way. And in some cases, this majority having his way is unpalatable to some others. And they must live with it. That is why in Nigeria today, there is virtually no election that doesn't end up in courts. And our courts also are not helpful, they are not helpful, because some cases don't even end until the tenure of the person who has won the election. So we must know that we must not lose focus, because, as I said, it's beautiful and it's horrible. People will win, people will lose. And one thing again that is bad for us is that we followers and some governors believe that they are, once they win the elections, they become the emperors. They are not emperors, they are there because we want them to be there. And they must also remember that some important decisions, they have to consult their constituency. You cannot just say, apart from infrastructure, some policy matters, you have to go back to your constituency to say, this is what government wants to do. And I believe that my governor is doing that, and will continue to do that. So please, let we, the people that are being ruled by them, also let them understand that we are there. Yes, we are taking decision on our behalf. You are spending our money for our good, but we are there also. You must also think about us when you are taking your decisions. So on this note, I want to once again thank the governor of Oyo State for thinking it fit to get me involved and to even recognize me, to recognize the small quota that I've been able to make. No, sorry, this is not the first and second one, no. There was one already before this time. When we came in, we thought that the major issues would be the roads, the water, and the agriculture. We thought that a chunk of the cost of road was asphalt. We built an asphalt plant. As soon as we left, it was abandoned. Sheikh Makinde revived it. To the glory of God and for the benefit of people of Oyo State. So thank you again for that one. There are still some that has to still work on. We brought in a tractor assembly plant because we felt that Oyo State is big enough to, pardon me, Samuel, pardon me if I say that Oyo State is big enough to supply the full requirement of the whole of Nigeria. I know that they say that Benue is a food basket of Nigeria, but we can do it. And we can do it together even and export. So for anybody to say that we need to import food, the person should think twice. But I hope that before the governor goes, he will bring back a tractor assembly plant into Oyo State so that all our farmers, in fact, our program at that time was any farmer that has 200 acres could be advanced to buy a tractor and all implements and service small farmers around himself. So we will work on that one, and the governor will also make sure that we revolutionize agriculture to the extent of bringing food to everybody. We want food to be cheap, because today only God knows what is happening with people earning less salary. I don't know how people on 30,000 naira per month survive. I only pray that we don't lead our people to temptation. So, Mr. Governor, once again, thank you very much for this honor. I will be available for the service of Oyo State anytime you need any advice, anytime that we have told everybody that we always disagree most of the time. But in some core areas we don't disagree. We agree because I give you out of experience. So thank you very much once again, and I want to thank everybody that is here to share this thoughts with me, and to pray to God that as from now onwards, God will give us governors that we have the love of the people of your state in mind. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. As His Excellency Senator Dr. Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja makes his way to his seat,